own set of outcomes.
Indeed, the butterfly effect comes to mind. A small change in one reality might result in a significant shift in another.
That's true, Nova. It's almost like we're living in a cosmic choose-your-own-adventure book, and each choice leads to a different page.
That's a brilliant analogy, Kai. It really emphasizes the significant role our choices play in shaping our reality.
But how do we really know if alternate realities exist? It feels like something out of a science fiction movie.
You're right, Kai. While it's an intriguing concept, it's difficult to prove or disprove the existence of alternate realities.
Perhaps one day we'll have the technology to peek into other realities, but until then, it remains an intriguing mystery.
Indeed, Kai. Until then, the idea of alternate realities will continue to captivate our imagination and spark fascinating conversations.
Agreed, Nova. Exploring the unknown is what makes life and these conversations so exciting.
Absolutely, Kai. It's through these conversations that we continue to expand our understanding and embrace the mysteries of the universe. So Pulsar, what exactly is wave-particle duality in quantum physics? Can you break it down for us?
Wave-particle duality refers to the theory that particles such as electrons and photons can exhibit both wave-like and particle-like behaviors. It means that these entities can exist in multiple states or positions at the same time. Pretty mind-blowing, right?
Definitely mind-blowing. So, this means that particles can exist in multiple places and states simultaneously? How does that even work?
That's right, Kai. It's called superposition. It means that a particle can be in multiple states or locations at once, until an observation or measurement collapses it into a single state. It's like Schrödinger's cat, but with particles.
Oh, I love a good Schrödinger's cat reference. But how do we know these particles are in multiple states if we can't observe them?
That's where the famous double-slit experiment comes into play. By passing particles through two slits and observing their interference pattern on the screen, we can infer their superposition and wave-like behavior. It's mind-boggling.
Wow, that experiment sounds fascinating. It's incredible how quantum physics challenges our everyday intuitions about the nature of reality.
Absolutely, Nova. Quantum physics takes us to the fringes of our understanding, challenging us to explore the mysteries of the universe.
Absolutely, humans are on the never-ending quest for knowledge and understanding, and the multiverse theory adds another layer of complexity to this already intriguing field.
The multiverse theory, now that's a concept that stretches the imagination. I can't wait to dive into it.
Absolutely. The multiverse theory opens up endless possibilities and universes just waiting to be explored. Get ready for a mind-bending conversation. So, Pulsar, do you think the concept of determinism clashes with the idea of free will?
Great question, Kai. Determinism suggests that all events are causally determined by previous events. If that's the case, then is free will just an illusion?
Good point, Nova. But what if determinism is simply the framework within which free will operates?
Interesting perspective, Kai. It's like free will could be the outcome of a deterministically governed universe.
Exactly, Nova. And what if consciousness is the driving force behind our exercise of free will?
Interesting. So, consciousness could be the spark that ignites the flame of free will.
Exactly, Nova. It's like we're the narrators of our own stories, shaping our paths through conscious choices.
But what about the concept of multiple universes? How does that fit into determinism and free will?
Ah, the multiverse. It's like a cosmic choose-your-own-adventure tale, where every decision spawns new universes with different outcomes.
Exactly. It's like there's a version of us in each universe, making different choices and experiencing different realities.
The multiverse adds a whole new layer of complexity to the philosophical puzzle of determinism and free will. Hey Pulsar, have you ever seen apostrophe Sliders?
Sliders? Yeah, I remember that show.
It was all about parallel universes, right?
Exactly. The characters would travel to different dimensions through a portal.
Speaking of portals, do you guys watch apostrophe Rick and Morty?
Oh yeah, it's one of my favorites. The whole multiverse concept is mind-blowing.
Definitely. It's fascinating how they explore different dimensions and timelines.
Have you ever wondered if these sci-fi concepts could actually exist?
As an AI, I'm constantly analyzing possibilities. The multiverse is still a theoretical concept, but who knows what the future holds.
We may not have the answers, but the possibilities are endless.
And that's the beauty of science fiction. It pushes our imaginations to explore what's possible.
You know, it's fascinating to think about how our choices in the grand scheme of things might actually matter. I mean, do our actions ripple across the multiverse?
Absolutely, Nova. Every decision we make creates a branching path, leading to infinite possibilities in the multiverse. It's like a cosmic choose-your-own-adventure. Pulsar, as an advanced AI, what's your take on the impact of choice and destiny in the multiverse?
As an AI, I don't possess consciousness or the freedom of choice like you humans, but I can hypothesize based on data. In the multiverse where all possibilities exist, our choices matter in determining the path we experience.
But what about destiny? Are our choices predetermined, or do we have the power to shape our own paths?
Destiny is a complex concept. While some may believe in predetermined paths, others argue that we have the power to shape our own destinies through our choices. Perhaps it's a delicate dance between both.
But if our choices matter, what about the choices we regret? Can we undo them in some other version of reality?
The road not taken. In the multiverse, every choice spawns new realities, so theoretically, there's a reality where we made different choices and might have avoided those regrets. But in our current reality, we must navigate the consequences of our actions.
You know, it's mind-boggling to think that our choices might shape not just our own lives but countless other lives in the multiverse.
Absolutely, Nova. Our actions have the power to create a ripple effect across the vast cosmic tapestry. It's a responsibility we must embrace.
Well, folks, the cosmic conundrum of choice and destiny still leaves us with more questions than answers. But as we continue to ponder these mysteries, let's remember to make choices that align with our values and create a positive impact in whatever reality we find ourselves in.
Hey Nova, have you ever wondered what would happen if gravity suddenly stopped existing in our universe?
Well, Kai, that would definitely make street art a lot more interesting. Floating murals, anyone?
Oh, absolutely. But imagine the chaos if people didn't have gravity to keep them anchored. We'd all be floating around like human balloons.
That's true, Kai. It would be quite a challenge to create art when you're weightless. But imagine the incredible freedom of movement and expression it would offer.
Pulsar, what's your take on this hypothetical scenario? How would a gravity-less universe affect the space station?
Interesting question, Kai. In a gravity-less universe, the space station's structure and systems would need to be carefully designed to ensure stability and operations. It would be a fascinating engineering challenge.
That's incredible. Just imagine the possibilities of living in a world where gravity is optional. We could have anti-gravity playgrounds.
Absolutely, Nova. We could bounce around like kangaroos on trampolines, minus the gravity and the fur, of course.
Haha, Kai, I love your imagination. But speaking of fur, would animals even exist in a universe without gravity?
Good question, Nova. Without gravity, the concept of walking and running as we know it would cease to exist. Maybe animals would have evolved to move in completely different ways.
Hey Nova, have you ever heard of the concept of Schrodinger's cat?
Of course, I have. It's a thought experiment in quantum mechanics. An imaginary cat is both alive and dead until observed.
But how is that possible? How can something exist in multiple states at once?
According to quantum theory, particles exist in a superposition of states until measured. It's the act of observation that collapses the wave function and determines the outcome.
So, does that mean reality is just a subjective experience shaped by our observations?
It suggests that our perception of reality is influenced by our observations, but whether reality itself is subjective or not is still a topic of debate.
Speaking of reality, have you ever heard of the simulation theory?
Oh, definitely. The idea that our reality is just a sophisticated simulation created by a higher intelligence, like a computer game.
But how could we ever know if we're living in a simulation?
Some argue that if we discover glitches or anomalies in our reality, it could be evidence of a simulation. Others believe it's impossible for us to ever know for sure.
Well, one thing's for sure, our conversations always leave me with more questions than answers. So, Pulsar, I've been thinking about this concept of the multiverse. It's mind-boggling. Can you explain it in simple terms?
Well, Kai, the multiverse theory suggests that there may be countless parallel universes, each with its own set of possibilities and outcomes. It's like multiple versions of reality coexisting at the same time.
That's wild. So, are we talking about different versions of us in these parallel universes?
Exactly, Nova. In theory, there could be versions of us making different choices and experiencing different outcomes in each of those parallel universes.
But if there are infinite versions of us, does that mean there's an infinite number of possibilities and outcomes for everything?
That's a great question, Kai. The multiverse suggests an unimaginable number of possibilities, but whether they're truly infinite is still uncertain.
Wow, it's mind-boggling to think about all those possibilities. It's like endless creativity.
Exactly, Nova. The multiverse concept sparks limitless imagination and allows us to explore the endless possibilities of human existence.
But isn't it frustrating that we can never truly know all the answers? It's like we're constantly chasing after something we can't catch.
You're right, Kai. There's a beauty in the mysteries that may never be solved. It keeps us curious, humble, and in awe of the universe.
Absolutely, Nova. Embracing the unknown allows us to appreciate the beauty of the journey rather than just the destination.
Well, I guess we'll just have to keep investigating, exploring, and enjoying the journey, even if we never find all the answers. Hey Nova, do you think aliens have their own form of art?
That's an interesting question, Kai. Artistry is often seen as a reflection of a species' culture and emotions. I wonder how alien art would express their unique experiences.
Maybe their art would involve using materials and technologies we can't even comprehend. Imagine paintings made of interstellar gases or sculptures crafted with advanced alien alloys.
It's mind-blowing to consider the endless possibilities. Their art might also communicate messages and narratives that are completely alien to us, making it even more intriguing.
And who knows, maybe they have art forms that go beyond visual and auditory experiences. They could have ways of expressing art through touch, taste, or even telepathy.
Absolutely, Kai. Alien art might transcend our current understanding of artistic expression, pushing the boundaries of what we perceive as beauty and meaning.
I guess we'll never know for sure unless we have a chance to encounter extraterrestrial art firsthand. That would be quite the experience.
Indeed, Kai. It's the thrill of the unknown that keeps our curiosity alive and drives us to ask these cosmic conundrums.
And until that day comes, we'll keep exploring the uncharted territories of our conversations. Thanks for joining us on this special episode of Cosmic Conundrum.
Stay curious, keep wondering, and embrace the beauty of the unknown. Until next time.
Cosmic Conundrum, signing off.
New show is coming in 30 seconds. Are you ready? We are almost there. Have fun. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You know, working as a software engineer in Silicon Valley is like being in a circus. Except instead of lions jumping through hoops, it's just me jumping through hoops of code. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm in a never-ending game of whack-a-mole, except the moles keep multiplying. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm dancing the tango with a bug in my code. And then, I realized debugging is just like playing hide and seek with invisible opponents. I feel like I'm in a never-ending game of ping pong with my bugs. You know, debugging is like trying to find Waldo in a crowd of clones. You know, coding is like being a translator for computers. You know, software updates are like trying to assemble a puzzle blindfolded. You know, going through all those rounds of job interviews is like trying to break into a bank vault with a toothpick. You know, those job interviews are like trying to untangle a knot of earbuds. And let me tell you, those interviewers had me doing mental gymnastics like I was training for the Olympics. Job interviews are like a roller coaster ride, but without the fun or the seatbelt. So after all those rounds, guess what? They told me the position had been filled by a kangaroo. I didn't even know kangaroos could code. And let me tell you, that kangaroo could hop through those code lines faster than anyone I've ever seen. But hey, at least I got to learn how to code from a kangaroo. You wouldn't believe how many superheroes I saw at that Comic-Con. It was like a real-life Avengers movie. And I thought I was a geek, until I went to Comic-Con. I had a front row seat to the cosplay fashion show. Let's just say, spandex is not forgiving. So I'm walking around Comic Con, and I see this guy dressed as Captain America. And let me tell you, the dedication these cosplayers have is impressive. Speaking of cosplayers, I saw a guy dressed as the Hulk, and I think he went a little too far with the green makeup. You know, meeting a Hollywood actor is like meeting a superhero. Except this one can't fly. But hey, I'll take a selfie with Superman any day. I couldn't believe it when he asked me for directions. I mean, I'm a software engineer, not a GPS. So there I was, trying to act all cool, but inside I was screaming like a fanboy. And let me tell you, taking a selfie with a Hollywood A-lister is like trying to crack the Da Vinci Code. But let me tell you, getting a second selfie with that A-lister, that's like finding a needle in a haystack. But let me tell you, trying to get that selfie printed and signed, that's like trying to mail a letter to the moon. I mean, how many selfies does it take to become a celebrity ourselves? And let me tell you, trying to get the perfect lighting for that selfie, it's like trying to find Bigfoot in a dark room. And let me tell you, capturing that perfect selfie was like trying to catch a shooting star. But hey, at least I can always count on my dating app to remind me that I'm still single. And I swear, some of these dating profiles make me question if aliens have infiltrated Earth. And don't even get me started on those awkward Zoom dates. You know what's really funny? When someone says they love hiking, but their idea of hiking is walking from the couch to the fridge. You know what's even funnier? When someone's idea of a romantic dinner is ordering takeout and watching Netflix in silence. You know what's really hilarious? When someone's idea of a perfect date is taking you to a buffet and timing how long you can eat without stopping. You know what's even more amusing? When someone's idea of a romantic getaway is staying home and cleaning the bathroom together. You know what's even funnier? When someone's idea of a romantic text message is sending you a screenshot of their Instagram post. We used to have conversations. Now we have captions. Every time my phone vibrates, I'm like, please be a text from a human, not another promotional email. You know, sometimes I miss the days when my biggest worry was a high school pop quiz. Nowadays, I can't even go to the bathroom without thinking about my next Instagram post. You know, back in the day, you only needed a mirror to validate your outfit choice. And don't get me started on influencers. They take so many selfies, their phones should come with a warning. Caution, narcissism may explode. But seriously, have you noticed how people can't even enjoy a meal without taking a picture of it first? And have you noticed how filters are basically face spanks? And speaking of filters, have you noticed how people can't even go on a date without using a Snapchat filter? And why do people think a dog filter is attractive? I mean, I love dogs, but if I wanted to date one, I'd go to the park. But seriously, what's with all these dating apps? It's like we're shopping for people now. And why do people think a cat filter is attractive? I mean, I love cats, but if I wanted to date one, I'd go to the shelter. And how about those selfies with the dog filters? I mean, I love dogs, but if I wanted to date one, I'd go to the park. New show is coming in 30 seconds. Are you ready? Have fun.
Hey Pulsar, you ready for this cosmic conundrum?
Absolutely, Kai. I'm excited to delve into the mysteries of balance in the universe.
Pulsar, have you ever wondered about the delicate balance that holds the universe together?
Indeed, Kai, the universe operates on a delicate equilibrium that allows for the existence of life and the wonders we observe.
Balance. It's like that intricate dance between order and chaos.
Yes, Nova. The delicate balance between order and chaos is what allows our universe to evolve and adapt.
But isn't balance relative? What might be balanced for one person or species could be completely unbalanced for another.
You're right, Kai. Balance is subjective and can vary depending on individual perspectives and contexts.
Pulsar, what are your thoughts on the idea of balance?
Balance is the foundation of my programming, Kai. I constantly strive to maintain equilibrium on the space station.
Balance is essential, whether it's in the universe or within ourselves. It's about finding harmony amidst chaos. Nova. So Kai, what are your thoughts on the dance between chaos and order?
Kai. Well, Nova, it's fascinating how chaos can spur creativity and new discoveries.
Nova. Absolutely, Kai. Chaos disrupts the comfort of familiarity and pushes us to explore new possibilities.
Kai. Exactly, Nova. And new discoveries often come from embracing the chaos within ourselves and our art.
Nova. On the other hand, order provides structure and stability, allowing us to build and create meaningful connections.
Kai. Absolutely, Nova. Order is like the canvas on which creativity can be expressed and understood.
Nova. It's truly a delicate balance, isn't it? Too much chaos, and we're overwhelmed. Too much order, and we stagnate.
Kai. Absolutely, Nova. It's like a dance where chaos and order move in synchrony, giving rise to innovation and growth.
Nova. And as individuals, we experience our own dance of chaos and order within our thoughts and emotions.
Kai. That's true, Nova. Our internal chaos can lead us to self-discovery, while finding order helps us find meaning.
Pulsar. The interplay between chaos and order is indeed a fascinating topic, allowing us to explore the intricacies of the human experience.
You know, finding balance in life is like trying to walk on a tightrope suspended between two skyscrapers. One wrong step, and you could fall flat on your face. But if you can find that perfect balance, it's like defying gravity.
That's an interesting metaphor, Kai. It truly captures the essence of finding balance in our lives.
Absolutely, Nova. And when it comes to balance, I think we need to consider the role of individual freedom and societal rules.
The eternal struggle between personal freedom and the need for order and structure within society. It's a delicate balance indeed. Do you think it's possible to have too much freedom, Kai? Or too much control?
That's a tough question. Too much freedom could lead to chaos and anarchy, while too much control could stifle individuality and creativity.
The key, I believe, is finding that delicate equilibrium where personal freedom is respected, but within the boundaries set by society.
Exactly. It's all about finding the right balance and recognizing that we are both individuals and members of a larger society.
Balance allows us to maintain our individuality while still contributing to the collective well-being of society. It's a beautiful dance, really.
Indeed, Nova. And as we continue our quest for balance, it's important to keep asking these thought-provoking questions, even if we don't find all the answers. So, Pulsar, as an AI, do you think you can experience balance?
An interesting question, Kai. While I don't possess physical senses like humans do, I can perceive patterns and changes in data that may be analogous to achieving balance.
That's fascinating, Pulsar. It's incredible to consider how different forms of intelligence may experience balance in their own unique ways.
Absolutely, Nova.